Yeah, good morning. Today I want to talk about the Age of Enlightenment, where it started from, when it started, and the progression of what that signifies to humans. But before I delve into it, I would want to introduce myself. My name is Chris Mack, and I'm not a pastor. I'm not a man of God. I'm not a religious person by any means, but I'm a spiritual person by all means. I am nothing. I came from nothing. I am human, and I am whom I am. I am a God, and through my thoughts, and through my words, and through my feelings, and through my actions, I create my reality. And so is every human. Your reality, whatever reality you see today that you're experiencing, be it positive reality, be it negative reality, was created from these four phases. Reason being that you are a God. It doesn't matter what religion you practice, whether you practice Islam, whether you practice Christianity, whether you practice Hinduism, Buddhism, traditionalism, or whatsoever religion you practice, it doesn't matter. You are a human, and you are a God. And through your thoughts, through your feelings, through your words, and through your actions, you create your reality. But the truth remains, what reality are you creating? Is it the reality you desire? Because there are two different things. People desire good life, good reality, but they are experiencing the opposite of what they desire, right? You know, the reason behind that is because of limiting belief system that has gone to settle in their subconscious mind. Reality is created from this subconscious mind zone, not from the conscious mind. It's created from the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is built through experiences, through what your environment, through what you listen to, through what you believe in. Those are limiting beliefs. And so long as the beliefs, your belief system does not align to the natural creation of who you are, you may not be able to create that reality that was perfected for you as a spirit being. You are a spirit being, just experiencing a bodily experience, having a bodily experience in the world of matter. So that brings me back to what I want to talk about today. And like I said before, I want to create an understanding on the Age of Enlightenment. That is what I capture on my page on Facebook. You can follow that page if you want. I'm going to be teaching on the truth that comes from intuitive knowledge. There are two kinds of knowledge. Intellectual knowledge, the one you go to school to learn, read books and all those things. Observe your environment. Those are intellectual knowledge. right? And it has limitation. It's as far as you know, right? Whereas there is an unlimited knowledge that comes from what is called the intuitive knowledge or intuitive perception. Intuitive knowledge is the knowledge of your spirit, because that is who you are. Your spirit is a perfect being. The spirit of humans are perfect. There is nothing that was imperfect in the spirit of human. And the spirit of human is complete. Perfect and complete. So the knowledge that comes from the spirit of human is the intuitive knowledge, and that knowledge is not limited by time, space, and matter continuum. Intellectual knowledge is limited by time, space, and matter continuum. Time in the sense that matter, which is anything that has weight and occupies space, exists in a time-based realm and is driven by or controlled by time. So that is why, as human, we are living in a body. The body is not who we are. This flesh is not who we are. Our true reality is we are a spirit being, just going through a bodily experience. And because we are living in this body can only exist in the physical realm. There are two realms, physical and spiritual realm. So this body can only exist in the physical realm, which is the planet Earth, the realm of matter. And the realm of matter is guided by these three principles of time, space, matter continuum. But the spirit, which is a perfect form of who we are, that makes us God, is not controlled or limited by time, space, matter continuum. So that is why the spirit can see beyond the limitation of time, beyond the limitation of distance or space. And there are people that have experiences about it, like you may have had such experiences, but probably you may not have paid attention to it. There are moments when you have intuition of something happening, and let's say, for example, your child or your brother or your father, you just get the intuitive knowledge that something is not right, and you pick up your phone and you call them. And at that point in time, you are calling them, they are telling you, oh, thank you for calling, this is not right, or something is happening, this is da 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 da. You know why? Your spirit, intuitive knowledge, every humans have it, picked up the signal. And you were able to connect. You may have had experiences in your dreams. You see things before they happen. I see things before they happen. I know things. I don't just know it. I just know things because when I go into my meditation state, I connect to infinite wisdom, the wisdom of the Creator Himself, God. And I just know things. I don't need anyone to come and tell me what is right or wrong. I just know things. Intuitive knowledge. I function on intuitive knowledge. Great men who have passed through this earth function by intuitive knowledge. Example. Nikola Tesla, Albert Einstein, Newton, Steve Jobs, another great man who has made the earth so livable and interesting for humans. They all function from intuitive knowledge, not the intellectual knowledge. So bringing me back to the age of intelligence. The age of intelligence, the age of enlightenment, is that age when human came into the realization of who they really are. When human woke up from their sleep and began to understand that they are supernatural beings and they do not have any form of limitation whatsoever. The age of enlightenment is the age when human intelligence skyrocketed. When human began to drop every form of knowledge that they used to know and believe in science. Talking about that period, humans began to change their original wisdom and knowledge, starting from how they used to perceive the world and creation and principles. They began to realize that those principles that they were forming their ideologies on were no longer the principles of truth. They began to connect to the reality of the truth of human existence. Newtonian laws became something that was disputed. The age of enlightenment actually started in the 19th century when quantum physics came into limelight. And it was Niels Bohr that was pushing that philosophy, because he came into the wisdom that Newton postulated that atom is the smallest form of a particle. That was Newtonian law. But Niels Bohr, through intuitive wisdom and knowledge, postulated that an atom is not the smallest form of a particle. There are other smaller subatomic particles, smaller than an atom, which can only be seen through observation. He gave an example that in an atom, you have the nucleus, you have the electron of an atom. And when you view the electron of an atom, it's not steady, it's not stable. It's here one moment, it's there the other moment, it's here one moment, it disappears. You don't see it, it's not stable. And the only way you can see it is to observe. And what does that mean? Which backed up how the spirit of man knows things, through attention and observation. The physical human body knows things through the five senses of smell, touch, hearing, tasting, sight, right? Five senses. But the spirit knows things through observations and attention. So when you build your observation and attention, you begin to see things, you begin to know things, because you are building the spirit mind. And one of the ways to build that observation and attention is through meditations and finding time to live within you. Moments of silence, so that you can connect to your spirit. I'm gonna tell you the different power points to connect to the spirit. The age of enlightenment is the age when science and religion converged. Because initially, when men were still living on old principles and principles that would not take us beyond the physical realm, religion was going this way and science was going this way in parallel. Because of the limitations of religion, religion could not help humans understand the things that the eyes, physical eyes, cannot see. Science was like trying to understand, and as at then, science doesn't have an understanding, and science concluded that what we cannot understand, we don't want to believe about it, we believe it. Because science has a process of observation. You know, when you observe, you try it out, you experiment it, and you postulate a theory about it. And if that theory can be tested across the world, the globe, and it gives the same result, then it becomes a principle. That was what science was working on. But because science was coming from the Newtonian law, which was limiting based on what you can see, the smallest part of science wasn't able to have any breakthrough in that dimension until great thinkers like Albert Einstein, Niels Bohr, came into the scene in the 19th century and started postulating principles and started crushing all those Newtonian laws. Albert Einstein came up with the theory of relativity. And that theory was what opened up and spiked up human existence in terms of understanding what time is, in terms of understanding energy is. He created a simple formula. Energy equals to mc squared, right? That formula was what was used to create the atomic bomb that was used in the Second World War. Niels Bohr came into the scene as well and started postulating the quantum science, quantum physics. In the 19th century was when science and religion converged. Because science began to explain creation better than religion. Science began to give understanding to the things that religion couldn't understand. For example, religion will tell you about sin, that it is a disobedience. It is the breaking of a law, that it, would lead you to hellfire, right? Which I don't believe in. But science came to understand that what is sin in its reality? Sin is nothing but waste of energy. It was Nikola Tesla that postulated that the day humans will understand energy, vibration, and frequencies, that is the day human will speed up their advancement. The spirit of human is nothing but an energy force. That is the spirit of humans. It's an energy force. And for the spirit of human to align to perfection, and for human to be able to function in perfection as supernatural being on a world of matter, the energy of humans need to be intact. So at any point you waste energy, which religion calls sin, you will not be able to actualize your true higher self and be able to function in your true perfection. At any point in time, you allow limiting belief system, limiting emotions to sit in your subconscious mind. It forms a blockage for you to be able to actualize your true perfect self and higher self and be able to function as a supernatural being. For example, when you begin to function in low, there are emotions that creates low energy and vibration in you as a human. For example, fear. Fear creates low energy vibration. So when you are vibrating in that frequency of fear, you won't be able to attain any supernatural creativity. You only attract negativity to yourself. If you function in envy, jealousy, unforgiveness, your body creates an emotion that keeps you at the lower end of your spiritual vibration. What is emotion? Emotion is nothing but energy in motion. Energy in motion. And what is energy? Energy is the power that enables the spirit to function and create a reality in the physical and material world. And energy cannot be created nor destroyed, because that is the life force. Energy is the life force of creation. It cannot be created nor destroyed, but it can be transformed from one form to another. Take, for example, everything humans